My 2023 fashion predictions as a fashion buyer. Okay, let's get into it. I want to say first that I'm a buyer, so I've seen a lot of fashion collections through about June of this year. So this is based on what I've seen from a variety of collections and also just observing on the street and on social media. Okay, first up, cargo pants for sure. The majority of collections I've been buying for 2023 have all had cargo pants. And they've been in a variety of fabrics, patterns, so all of them are updated takes on cargo pants. This is a trend that you can for sure buy vintage. You might be able to find vintage military camo pants at your local thrift store. You can search on eBay or Depop. I think it's a trend that you save rather than splurge if you're gonna go for the traditional military look. I also see it being dressed up a lot more than dressed down with maybe just a t-shirt, although I think it would look really chic either way. Okay, next up on this list is statement bomber jackets. I saw them a lot from some of the Danish brands that we buy for. I think it again goes with the cargo pants where they're going to be in a dressed up fabric or something a little bit more of a statement. I think in 2016 there was a jacket that was green with orange lining that was really popular. I can't remember exactly, so someone remind me if they remember. I think it's stemming from this trend in 2016 that was everywhere. Okay, next up is quilted jackets. We've seen a lot of this military style jacket liner look. This is something that people started buying vintage and wearing as outerwear, and it became a trend that designers started to create new versions of. We're definitely going to see more of this version of quilt coats being recreated, but I see a lot of people on the streets that are wearing quilt coats like this. I personally love a quilt coat and found one this year. I think it's one of those things that people are buying vintage, and the ones that you see on the street now are vintage, but designers will see that look and start making new versions of it, whether we like it or not. Okay, next up is yellow. I know orange gained in popularity a lot this year, and I think it will be continuing in 2023. I've been seeing lots of yellow for a range of different brands, from like Lululemon all the way to high-end designers. However, I think it's going to be a color that's going to take a little bit for consumers to get used to it. A lot of people are uncertain about wearing yellow if it's the right color for them. I definitely don't think it's going to take off this year because there will be some consumer uncertainty, but I do think it will gain traction throughout this year and continue into 2024. Okay, I might lose some of you here, but sheer pants. Another trend I saw a lot on the Copenhagen runways. Hailey Bieber has worn a lot of sheer pants with a little brief underneath, sheer and cargo pants, but I think it's also something that we're going to see layered with either a blazer or a dress. Okay, the next up is hobo bags, specifically ones that don't feel too bohemian. I can explain more later, but I'm running out of time. Okay, next up is ties. I've been seeing it a lot as an accessory lately, but I might need a follow-up on this. Okay, last one is 50s inspired dresses, kind of like this fit and flare style, like the one Andy Anderson is wearing in the viral sound. Okay, what do you think?